We're going to try to snipe a province from this revolt in Crimea. Their war is already at 92%, so we'll have to be quick about it. And basically just going to wait until... Actually, better idea. We'll just move the navy out to sea. Never mind. Any other, okay, there's a revolt. Huh, he converted. Oh no, he didn't convert. He was already Orthodox. The guy before him was the one that was Catholic. Alright, let's see if there's anybody revolting around us. How big is this? The Khalid Emirate? What is this? This is the Sultanate of Al Jazeera. Oh, that's a revolt war too, isn't it? Sultan Akin, son of Shaitan's war to revoke Kurdistan. But it's not an actual faction revolt, it's just a revocation of title revolt. Mosul is just a very small independent realm. So that would be an easy one to deal with, I think. Alright, I can do that. What is this war looking like? 4%? Alright, we might be able to do 2 wars right in a row. That's what I'm going to try for anyway. I am auto-stopping plots right now. Or I want to be. I am not auto-stopping plots, I want to be. So we'll bring these guys over, disband the ships before I forget. Are any of the hordes relatively small up north? The Armored Chariot. You receive a report from the outcome of the military experiments that your protege asked you to sponsor. Apparently, a large steel-plated chariot was constructed, propelled by 10 men inside, pulling it forward, directed by the commander, peering out from a revolving turret mounted on top. This vehicle also had several ballistas firing through arrow slits. Though ending up being too slow and expensive for actual wartime employment, it still provided some valuable lessons. 50 military tech points. Second Hispanian Revolt League Independence War. Seriously? Right now? Had to happen right now. Almost all of the Duchy of Toulouse is in that. The entirety of the Duchy of Dauphine is in that, but I don't know if I can get it all. Who? It's a Catholic. Who leads it? Suenic. Oh, it's over here. Okay. I mean, I should probably take that because that's just an exclave that is really inconvenient. Let's see what else is that. Oh, whoa! There's Yazidi in there too. Holy War for Azerbaijan and also for... Okay, so Azerbaijan makes the most sense, I think. I mean, kind of makes the most sense. We'll go deal with that. And then also raise the armies near Constantinople, I think. Alright, that should be... Yeah, I like that. And also raise ships. Just take everything to Constantinople anyway. Yeah, I should probably focus on the Ukalids first. But... not sure. That war looks like it's going to go on for a little bit. Not extremely long, but enough, maybe long enough for us to go in after this war and deal with it. Our daughter needs an education. We'll go with learning. I think we gave her a diplomacy early childhood education, but or a thrift early childhood education, but looks like she turned out good for learning anyway. Alright, so that's a ton of guys just ready to go and deal with the Revolt War. We'll send some of them in now and then... Alright, I'm turning around real quick and dealing with these raiders as well. And we'll go into Suenik. I hope we deal with those guys. Okay, yeah, we're gonna win. Let's put that guy in charge so that they get there faster. I might not be actually as fast, but I will go that way anyway because it looks better. Monophysite Faith Triumphant, I don't care. Split the armies, send some into Narbonne. And then we'll take the ships around and go to Thouars. I can threaten the vassal to stay out of factions or do nothing for now. Why am I even... Rumor has it that your vassal, Colic, has been influenced by his guardian splendor. He's now considered properly Greek. Excellent. Cool. Hopefully he will actually have everyone under him be Greek as well. That raises the other thing, Spymaster. That's what I needed to do. Baghdad. And Suenik. Holy shit, we are taking a lot of attrition. It wasn't until several weeks after the banquet I heard about it and wondered why I was not invited. Aren't Dukes Himerius and I friends? Maybe he forgot. Not anymore, we need to talk. Maybe he forgot. On that siege. Let's deal with this one. Wait for the ships to arrive up in Floors. I should probably focus on Swenik because that is the war goal. Otimus's conquest of Baghdad on the Caliph. Okay. It's not really a huge thing because it's not like a revolt war or anything. And the Shaybanids are back. Oh, okay. Guess I couldn't get Mosul, actually. I didn't realize that was all like the same war or something, or like all part of one revolt, or it was weird, that's for sure. Send in the 19,000 up here. We'll just assault through everything until we have enough war score to make them surrender. After a successful siege, we got a prisoner. Several, probably. Alright. Duchess of Calabria. Is this some guy? Just ransom him. Okay. I'm actually... Okay, so you can... There is an option to exclude from the mass stuff. Hold on. Time in prison, 0 years is what I want. If they're in for longer than that, I want them excluded. Because they might be apostates and I don't really care. Okay, there's the army of our enemy. Make that guy commander, I guess. He'll probably assault that back. There he goes. Okay, on 11th of June. So we'll move the organizer over here this time. Go chase after the army. Then we'll turn around and go to Narbonne if we don't have 100 war score after this battle. Very close. Still not willing to give it up, though. He will after we siege this back, or assault this stuff back. There we go. Huh. So I unlanded him, so he became... So that their war ended inconclusively. Alright, so let's split off everything. And Let's load up the other filter. Go with that, I think. It's not Greek already, so it's a good bet. County of Swenik. And it's part of the Kingdom of Dalam. Transfer that vassal to him. Looks like there's a war going on in Piombino. This time it's the Duke of Tuscany who's declared the war. They're also dealing with the Norwegian conquest of Westergothia, so hopefully their attention is divided. Wonderful. High taxes in Constantinople, giving us revolt risk, except it's already at -5, or less than -5. We become friends with a priest. Can I change my focus to hunting now? I can. There we go. I can make my son one of a few things. Get stressed at the cost, and I can give him diligent at the cost of stressed, which will increase the trait that the education trait that he gets, hopefully. Or I can make him ambitious. We become rivals. I can make him patient. Diligent, everybody likes, though. Fussy can turn into patient, greedy, paranoid. I'm going to go with diligent. It just helps in a lot more ways than anything else, I think. Prince Gagic of Armenia has provided me with proof that Count Valerius of Schwitz has been viciously slandering me. Keep the information to myself. I'm waiting for this under suspicion thing to go away so that I can start using my Society of Jesus powers. If I use them right now, there's a chance that I become highly suspicious again, which is going to be painful. This is the Duke of Croatia. He's a branded apostate. We'll throw him in the oubliette. I will introduce my heir to the realm, actually, because we have the groom a success or groom an heir ambition. Bishop Alexius of Chariopolis is a renowned godly and learned vassal of yours. After having introduced himself to Alexandros, Alexius approaches you with an offer. He'll gain 1 learning. I don't want to owe him a favor, really. There's no need for that. How old is he? 14? Okay. He became paranoid, so it's not chances of him dying anytime soon are bad. My son becomes close friends with this girl. As Alexandros introduces himself to Bishop Alexios of Chariopolis, the guy who he was just, I think it's the same one, who was offering to educate him. He spells something on him. We'll let Hindustani merchant guy join us for dinner. My son will become bitter rivals with this girl. And we get a eunuch. I can shut the gates. Mayor Theophanes of Varissa is a renowned fighter and tactician. After having introduced himself to Alexandros, Theophanes approaches you with an offer, willing to spend some time teaching him how to fight in exchange for a favor. I don't like owing favors, but martial is better than learning, in my opinion. 50 prestige. I owe him a favor. So, who was that again? He's 53. Alright, never mind. I can owe him a favor, it doesn't matter. As Alexandros introduces himself to Mayor Irenaeus of Phinopolis, he not only accidentally spills a beverage on his shoes, but also manages to insult all of his ancestors. According to Magistros Chrysogonos, the peasants of Calliopolis have started a delightful tradition where the peasantry from several villages meet up and dance, feast, and pair up for future marriage. I will support the tradition. I have not called upon the powers of the Society of Jesus for a while. As Alexandros introduces himself to Mayor Theophanes of Varissa, he not only presents himself with grace, but also manages to impress him. Okay, so I'm ready to try to induct him into the Catholic faith. The last of your vassals have left, and Prince Alexandros looks relieved. He is obviously exhausted from all the formalities, but having been introduced like this will hopefully serve him well in the future. I summoned Alexandros to my study, where I proceeded to read him the Bible. I could tell from the first minute that I had a real challenge ahead of me. The lad was fidgeting in his seat and played with his sleeves. However, I was not expecting him to shout at me when I brought up God. I will give this one more try. 73% chance he does. 27% chance we become bitter rivals, and I gain a bunch of negatives. Nope, I got out of patience. And my son has a cough. I need a new court physician. Actually, I will make my ecclesiarch my court physician, or... There we go. And... expand the fleets. Oh, I had some sitting out here, I think. Oh well. So now I want to search my realm for trusting. Seriously, that's all that I have? As far as trusting... Okay, so... Right, trusting. Ruler, yes. Count of Prusa. There are no kings with it, though. Anybody who is my direct vassal. Him. He's a Duke in Italy, though. Instead... he has recently been approached. So let's try with this guy. Probably go right into, yep, becoming suspicious again. This time around, instead of lecturing, I tried to have a conversation with him and listened patiently to what he had to say. Sadly, even though he was more willing to listen to me as well, his opinions were set in stone. He refused to question the things the priest had taught him. I have arranged for one of my spies to leave a tome of the Bible with an anonymous note in the chambers of Count Justinus. If the tome is left open on a passage which Justinus finds relevant, I am hopeful he will find truth in the holy words, but what might catch his eye? Community looks like what he's really focused on with Grey Eminence. I think honest is also one that plays a part there. Fair and mighty ruler, I think ambitious. I don't know. We'll try there, though. It failed. Oh no, it worked. Ha! My spies have brought me some outstanding news. Apparently he read the Bible every night and now seems to worship God like we do, in secret. It's time for him to join us. I covered my face before Mass, and once at the church, I sat down next to him. At the end of the service, I grabbed his hand and drew a holy symbol of God with my finger in his palm. Afterwards, he followed me into a deserted alley where I revealed my identity and invited him to join us. He said yes. We'll call for my court physician. My son has the measles. I forgot to close my gates. Not giving land out. I have a rash. My son has a mild illness. List all members. We only have 2 members of the Society of Jesus. As long as he knows what he's doing. I actually feel better. What kind of illness is it for us? Doesn't look like anything like any kind of modifier, really. It's fine. He's 15. He turns 16 on the 25th of April. I want to see what he becomes. Watch him become like a naive appeaser or something. Council position, Spy Master, Despot of Wallachia. It's not really a good Spy Master, but I don't mind. Hey, he became a charismatic negotiator, and erudite too. I fulfilled the ambition to groom an heir. Don't want to see the realm prosper. I have open council positions. I guess we'll make the ecumenical patriarch our ecclesiarch as well. And I will send for a court physician again. How much money can I give him? Or how much opinion can I get from him for a gift? Thinner wallet but thicker soul. Your Mysticos, Despot Guido, reports that a heretical sorcerer has been caught and jailed in the city of Azena. This sorcerer has apparently healed various ailments afflicting the other prisoners. Although he is scheduled for execution at noon, you could pardon him and bring him into your employ. Sure. I can make her my rival. Let's make her not ambitious. My son. Let's see. So, 1, 2. This is this kid's the third in line to inherit right now. We will throw him in the dungeon. Burgundy's free. Okay, so King Jean of Burgundy is weak and in need of protection. They would be better off in your realm. By spending a significant amount of prestige, you can go to war to forcibly make them your vassal, as long as they are a lower tier than you, at or below 30 realm size, and where the ruler is either of your religion or culture group. He is of my religion. So I could just force vassalize him. Is he also the heir of the other guys? No. I feel like I need to declare war on somebody. I feel like it's been a while since I've been in a war that has been actually legitimate, like large-scale war. We could take the Emirate of Galilee from the... What is our threat anyway? From the Muhalabid Sultanate. Holy War for Galilee. I should wait until my vassal levies are done. My vassal levy opinion comes back to normal. My courtier Gregoria has offered to travel to the Zhao Empire on a mission to bring glory to the Roman Empire. Please, my lord, she says, let a humble servant strengthen your relations with the Emperor of the Zhao Empire. That's what I could have done whenever I needed a new wife, is, I could have, tried to get a Chinese bride or something, like, or, what is it? An imperial marriage. For 500, we have 2,000, grace, too. Request an imperial marriage. I can request a Chinese artifact. Siege engineer, peace deal, strategist, scholar bureaucrat. Wait a minute. Go to minor titles. I will revoke that court physician, and now I will request a Chinese physician. The Protector General of the Honored Emperor addresses a letter to the Honored Emperor of the Roman Empire. May good health be with you. The heavenly Ji Gaozhu, Emperor Shizong of the Zhao Empire, has generously decided to send you a skilled physician from his court. Send my most sincere gratitude to the Emperor. He's pretty good, actually. He's a decent character overall, but... the humble servant... Okay, right. This thing. Empress Gundrada is better suited for the journey. Sure, we'll send my courtier. But, I don't know. I'll decide who to declare war on in the next episode. This one's gone on a little bit long.